Hi, welcome to There's Something Fishy About Idaho. Emily Dimmick here with a short video to introduce the different ways that dams have affected anadromous fish in Idaho and a little short history about dams in Idaho. To begin, it's important to understand what anadromous fish are. Anadromous fish are fish that are born in fresh water, then they migrate to saltwater where they mature into adults, and then lastly they migrate back to the freshwater where they then spawn their eggs. The most common fish in Idaho when discussing anadromous fish are salmon such as Chinook, steelhead, sockeye, and many others. In terms of dams in Idaho, there are over 600 dams throughout the state. Some are quite large and well known, such as C.J. Strike, Hell's Canyon Dam, Dorshack, and so on. Others are small and barely known by name, but the fact of the matter is, there were not always dams, and since the implementation of dams, a lot has changed. In order to better understand the changes that Idaho fish have faced as a result of dams, we are going to start from the beginning with the very first dam, which is Swan Falls Dam, located in Kuna, Idaho. Swan Falls Dam was constructed in 1901. Unlike many other dams that we think about today, Swan Falls was built with purely mining in mind rather than irrigation and electricity. When this dam was constructed, the damage it would have on fish passage and habitat was not really considered. However, as a result of Swan Falls Dam, nearly 157 miles, or rather 25% of the main stem Snake River anadromous section was blocked. With the realization that things were about to change drastically for fish, some proactive measures were taken. A fish ladder was initially installed when the dam was first commissioned. However, even the engineers realized it could not easily be used by Chinook, let alone steelhead. Other acts of correcting the effects of Swan Falls were to harvest wild adults and spawn them in hatchery setting to be released later. Since this was a relatively new practice, it actually ended up making the problem worse, as too many adults were harvested in the initial onset. By 1904, within just 3 short years as a result of the dam implementation, the number of fish and eggs had plummeted and never has truly regained its original abundance. Regardless of these negative effects from dams, Congress, the Corps of Engineers, and private electric utilities set about planning a vast network of large hydroelectric projects which persist today throughout the Columbia and Snake River. Dams on the Boise, Payette, and Owyhee rivers eliminated the production of anadromous fish in those basins. Black Canyon Dam, constructed in 1924 in the lower Payette River, eliminated the only sockeye salmon production area above Hell's Canyon Dam. The Malheur, Burnt, and Powder rivers all had large production areas eliminated by dams. In addition, land use in the Malheur, Burnt, and Powder rivers had left even accessible areas of the basin unable to support anadromous fish. The point is that dams were becoming a more and more common part of river scenery as populations grew and man desired to harness the mighty river's waters for power and crop irrigation. As of today, the anadromous fish populations are still hit hard by the presence of dams. However, further technological efforts have been made and some positive results have been yielded. Fish hatcheries have become more efficient with how they harvest and grow salmon. Fish transport has become safer and more reliable. Even fish ladders have been created with the fish's capabilities in mind to better allow them to breach the dams. It is crazy to think that the first dam was built over 100 years ago and is still standing. Although the Swan Falls Dam is no longer in working condition, it stands as a historical reminder that our natural resources, although strong and powerful, can easily be damaged and altered with implications that can last a lifetime. Where I do not think the dams are going anywhere anytime soon, I do believe that if we had not become good stewards to the environment, our enchanting and now elusive wild fish may have been the ones to disappear. However, with current conservation efforts, I am hopefully optimistic that the advancements and realizations we have made since the first dam will no doubt prevent such a catastrophe, and many generations to come will get to not only see the power man has harnessed, but also the power and resilience of our natural world and its many fascinating and captivating creatures.